guys, as you all know, I'm turning 30 next month, and if you have been following me on my Instagram at meaningful.relationships, you will know that I created this deck of cards called the Meaningful Relationships deck for my 30th birthday. So I printed 30 decks to kind of signify my 30th birthday because I want to do something special, right? And I've always loved, quality conversations, thought-provoking conversations, and I feel like it's a really great way to deepen a relationship. And for me, my love language is quality time, and quality time doesn't mean just sitting side by side doing things on your own, like you're just physically together, but doing separate things. And it's not even about just doing activities together. To me, quality time always means quality conversations. And so I created this deck because I really wanted to be intentional about making space to have quality conversations with my partner. And because it's something that I'm so passionate about, I created extra decks to be sold. So if you're interested in this Meaningful Relationships deck, just drop me a DM on my Instagram at meaningful.relationships and I will get back to you. So the purpose of this video is really to share with you guys how to use this deck and really how to approach it with the right kind of mindset and attitude. So just a quick run through, this deck has got 3 different levels. You'll see this is fire, level 1. And then we've got level 2, and then we have got level 3. And you will see that they will have this over here that basically tells you that level 1 is questions that involves more of the sharing of factual information. Level 2 is more the exchange of thoughts, opinions, and feelings. And level 3 is more about vulnerable and intimate disclosure. Now, the background about this game. So there are 5 different kinds of there are 5 different levels of communication. So level 1 is very cliche, like hey, how are you, have you eaten, good morning. These are things that you talk or say to people when you're walking past them, in the hallway, just like a cliche kind of touch base. Second level is there's an exchange of opinion. So level 1 is a very safe territory, right? There is no clashes of anything, actually. Very safe zone. The weather is very nice, etc. Now, level 2 opinions is where conflict can potentially start to happen because of a clash of opinions. Then we have level 3, which is sharing of thoughts. Now, this is what I think, that's what I think. Even higher level of potentially clashing. And then level 4 is emotions. And finally, we have the self-disclosure. And this is really the vulnerable parts of your heart, right? And of course, the deeper you can go in the levels of communication is how deep how strong your relationship can be. And so this is really creating space for couples to start to learn how to have more meaningful conversations and really start having conversations that matter. Because you can never be known if we don't share information, right, about how I'm feeling, that is what I'm thinking, and this is I feel hurt when certain things happen. Okay. Yes. So this is to slowly ease couples into having such conversations in their relationship. So what I have generally advised is that level 1 is more for like first dates, warming up to deeper conversations. It's ideal for people at the beginning of the getting to know you stage. Okay, so level 2 is the exchange of thoughts and opinions and feelings. This is where ideally you would have been together for at least 3 months. And level 3, vulnerable and intimate disclosure, is for couples who have been at least together for 6 months. This is just a general guide. If you feel like level 3 is too fast, too soon, you know yourself best. Just take your time to get to level 3. Okay, so the other way you can play it is really just to shuffle it. And it's quite nice to have a combination of 1, 2, 3 instead of 1 all the time, 2 all the time, 3 all the time. So some examples of level 1 question is, what is one thing that will really make your day? Okay, the way you can play this is you can each answer the question for yourself, or you can get your partner to answer this for you. For example, you can ask your partner, what is one thing that will really make my day? So you kind of hear what they think, and then you can see and you can answer that question for yourself. So level 2 over here we have, I love it when you blank for me. Now this is really to bring out appreciation, because I feel like a lot of times couples, we don't verbally express. Sometimes we come to a place where we take each other for granted. And it's really nice for your partner to know that, oh, you actually appreciate me when I maybe carry your bag for you, or you really appreciate it when you give me a back rub. And this helps your partner to know how to love you in a more targeted way, in a way that you can actually receive. Okay, then we have level 3, which is when I am mad, I need you too. Sometimes when couples get into a quarrel, and one person is angry and the other person just feels so lost, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go and come close to the person to comfort? Am I supposed to give space to the person? There is a lot of question marks. So really having such conversations in a safe space when things are still nice is the best time to talk about, hey, what would you like me to do for you? Okay, so anytime when you feel like, okay, this is getting a little bit too intense, feel free to take a break. Okay, so the way I plan for this is, I feel like, especially in the dating relationship as a couple, go out, they hang out. Usually their dates is just like, oh, let's go and eat somewhere, let's go to a restaurant. But again, purpose is to get to know each other deeper. And for me, I feel like if I don't have quality conversation during the date, then it's not a good date. Perhaps you can bring this deck of cards while you're on a date and maybe play 1 or 2 or 3 cards and start injecting some intensity in the relationship. Because what I've learned is that having such conversations in a place where we are both okay actually helps us to stretch us, so that in times of conflict, we aren't so thrown away or thrown apart, because we've already had difficult conversations prior to all this conflict. How to play this game? Okay, this is not meant to be a yes or no question. So for example, on this level 3 card, there's this question that says, is it necessary for you to know all about my past? You don't just answer yes or no. And of course, if your partner does answer necessary or not necessary, the game doesn't end there. You want to continue to ask a follow-up question. If the person say, oh, it's not necessary, right? You want to ask, oh, why do you think it's not necessary? Okay, the goal here is not to just answer the question. The goal is to get to understand how your partner think, right? Why they feel the way they feel. It's really to get to know them at a deeper level. Alright? And of course, bringing in curiosity, right? Just a lot of curiosity, because we are really getting to know somebody who is completely different from us, and sometimes their answer is, not sometimes, for sure, their answer is going to be different from ours because we think differently, right? And what is important is really to come into this game with a non-judgmental attitude. No matter what they answer, you have to set ground rules before the game that says that, okay, there's going to be no judgment while whatever answer you give me. I'm not going to get angry with you for giving me whatever answer you give me. I know this is going to take a lot of self-discipline, but this step is so important because you are teaching your partner whether this person can be honest with you. Now, if you're going to respond in a negative way when somebody tells you something that may not be what you want to hear, then this partner is going to learn that, okay, I cannot be honest with you because you can't take the truth. And that's not what we want in a relationship. We want our partner to be able to be completely vulnerable and know that they're going to be accepted and loved just the way they are. And you want them to know that this is a safe space where you can bring anything to me, and it's going to be okay. You can tell me the worst things and it's going to be okay. Okay, so really just 2 things, right? Bringing curiosity and non-judgment, and of course just have fun while playing this game. So I truly hope that this would bring your relationship to a greater depth. Feel free to drop me a message if you have any questions or you encounter any problems while playing this game. And last but not least, I still have decks to be sold, so if you are interested, drop me a DM and I'll get back to you.